guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. You see that I got a lot done this morning. So I got up and I started filming, and then Greg got up and came out and he wanted some breakfast. So I started making breakfast, and I didn't make anything for myself because I was like, I'm not hungry. Well, then we sat and talked. So then I was like, I guess I should just continue on with dinner for tonight because I have a busy day. So that was wonderful jambalaya that I put together there. So got that ready. I just shut the burner off now, so that is steaming and going to be delicious for dinner tonight. And then afterwards I was like, okay, I'm really hungry, so why don't I make myself an egg? So that's what I did. Made myself an egg and just sat and ate that. And now I'm like, okay, I need to start my video, do an introduction here. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do voiceover or what for the food, but I just thought, you know what, we'll just roll with it and keep it the way it is. So I hope you're doing great today. Yesterday was kind of a blah vlog just because didn't do a whole lot, but today I got to tackle some jobs. I've got a list. It's an outside list, it's a garage list. Got to run to the shop and do some things. So it's a busier day outside, so I wanted to get up and get my inside stuff done, which I did. I did my Norwex cloths. Why do you do that? Because the microfiber, you boil out all the dirt and stuff that gets in there. You can wash them all the time, but it still is like, as you saw, all that brown was in there. And then when I did it, after I rinsed them out real good and did it again, there was no brown in there. So it just gets all the dirt out of there. Kind of gross, isn't it? But did that. If you notice they start smelling, that's the time to start boiling them. So got that done. So those are hanging up to dry, and it's just gonna be a great day. I'm gonna bring you along, lots of jobs to do. Hopefully we're just gonna see how the day rolls, but at least my work in the house is finished. The kids will take care of the rest, their chores, their things. So I'm gonna go head outside and get the jobs that I have to get done, bring you along. I know we gotta clean that snail poop off the side of my house. Gross, Amy, what? We got some stuff to do outside. So I'm gonna get my gardening gloves so I can get my nails, keep those protected from being all filled with dirt, and we're gonna have a great day today. You guys ready? All right, let's go. Okay, outside, made it outside. Ruby was just barking, and we don't have any, the bears only come down when Ruby's not out here, you know, during the night when there's trash, but we don't have any trash here anymore, so they don't come down anymore, and Ruby's away inside at night. So, you know, they could meander the yard, but I doubt it because there's nothing here for them to eat. So she was just howling and barking and looking up at the woods there, so I was just waiting. So a bear will never come down because they're not going to come down to a dog that's doing all of those howls. But I'm like, all right, it's safe to come out here, but Mexican's not doing anything either. So I'm just outside. I'm going to do a few things that I know I have to do. This weekend I'm going to work on doing my little garden area over here, which I'll show you that next week. But just a few things that I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I just need to get them done. I keep coming out to see it. I just need to do it. Like these plants here. I had a child dig it out and put it in the planter. Well, it looks like maybe they just set it in the planter, and I don't know. And maybe all of it, I don't know what happened. Who knows? But I just need to dig it up and put it down a little bit in the dirt because I feel like it's not. So we're going to do that. And maybe they did do that. I don't know. It's obviously hard. Oh, hold on. Put the good part on the outside. Maybe they did do that, but it seems like all the dirt has gone away and it's just the plant roots. So I don't know. I need some, when I get more soil for my gardens over here, my little square foot gardening, I will put some more dirt on here. It just looks like it needs some. So let me do it to the other one too. That was easy. So I probably should have got another bucket, scoop some of the dirt out. That would have been probably the better choice, but that's just a quick Amy fix. So the other thing I'm going to do is the snail poop. Snail poop. Who else has snail poop in their house? Just me? It's gross. I showed you, like I did show you. Let me show you again. They literally just like wherever they feel like pooping, they poop. So I'm going to see if I can just hose it off. I see he's over by my door, the snail, so I'm gonna have to relocate him to an area that, you know, it's not gonna get ruined, like, or have poop all over it. So I'm gonna spray it off, see if it sprays. If not, I'll have a little brush. was just talking to my camera, you weren't even there. When I started doing that, I realized the need to power wash my house. So we have a power washer. Was gonna get it out, but I feel like that is just a big job right now. I just did not want to get into power washing my entire house today. So that can be a job for like somebody else, you know, besides me, which is fine. It just needs to be done really well. And I'm like looking at the top, I'm like, definitely moldy. We live in a rainforest, so it needs to be done well. So I'm gonna leave that for someone else. I'll just take care of the bug guts on the side of the house. This is good. I'm just gonna probably rinse out the rest of my trash cans, pick up the walkway here that got ruined by the dog. Okay, let's move down here. I just picked up the, ooh, I'll just bring it along. I just picked up this and just turned this cover around. Like, look at all the yellow that's just pollen on there. So we have 2 trash cans. These trash cans are just outside trash. Inside would be like flooring and a pool floating. This one I keep all of our wood in, right here. And anything like a fire starter material. So whenever, like Greg has an abundance, let me go by the fan here. Whenever Greg has an abundance of wood, like he always does because he does wood signs. So there's always extra wood scraps. So when we clean up the shop, which I'm gonna go there today. And then when you get a bunch of it, I stick it in my trash can here because it keeps it dry. I was storing it in the garage. It just makes a mess. I was keeping it outside, obviously it gets wet because it rains all the time. So I thought, stick it in the trash can. So we do that, and then we also have, he like planes down wood, so he gets like a lot of shavings, so like cedar shavings, things like that. And we just keep it in a black trash bag and keep it in the trash bin to keep it nice and dry. And that has seemed to work great for our family. So I'm looking over here, I'm like, everything needs to be cut down, but there's a few things of trash to pick up, so I'm gonna do that. Ruby loves digging a hole over here. I love her. She must think that digging that hole makes her cooler. So she dug that one right there. We filled it in once. I gotta do it again. What are you doing, Mommy? I'm not spraying you. So this area is something like I'm gonna put on my list and put like, scoop that dirt out, fill it in. We gotta get some gravel for over here because the dirt doesn't, it goes down eventually when it rains, but we just need a little bit more. So that will be in the back of my mind to put there. So let me, I think the pool's fine. Let me go run up there and look. Okay, since I'm back here, the other thing I'm gonna do is spray. Spider spray. Now we did it a few weeks ago and it's been very rainy every day. So I'm just gonna spray the areas that we're at, which is the pool, the side, the deck, just to make sure, because you don't wanna get bit by a spider. Let me give you a little tip. Okay, Ortho is a good one that we find works really good. There's another one, I think it's Germicide. I feel like it's Germicide. It's cheaper, it's like half the price. I find it does not work. We used that last year and had to spray way more. If we put this in the backpack sprayer and spray really good, I'm good. I just don't want to lug that big old thing out. I don't want to do that right now. So you could use a spray bottle one, that's okay, because it has like a hand sprayer, but your hand like starts getting sore. This one can't, I forgot it has it. It's a battery operated one, so you just push the button and it sprays for you. So get that one if you can. They're the same price. They're not even any, I don't think they're much cheaper, so. With my camera, these things I love having. These are those little fairy lights I got in the mason jars through the winter time. I love having them here because they're solar and they light up at night. Very cool. I just like the way it looks on the when we're swimming. We've gone through pool floaties. I've bought so many pool floaties over the last couple of years. You know, the only ones that have lasted are the avocados. I think we had one avocado go bad last year. We jumped on it a lot, and then it went bad through the winter storing it. So these lasted. We had the shark last year. That still lasted, but it's on its way out. And then we had the pink flamingo. I'm going to take that and throw that away. But we did those longer bed ones with like the cup holders and that. That did not last. So I won't be wasting my time. I'm just gonna buy the bigger floaties, the avocados. I find that the kids really don't play with floaties. They might jump on them and try to doing it, but it's not too often. So it's just gonna be the avocado for the win. That's it. All right, done up here. Let me go up by my other deck. The spiders love this corner, so I'm gonna spray here good too. Getting things accomplished. So what I'm going to do, I have not kept up in my little garden area in front at all here this year. That's okay, but I'm going to just take like 5 to 10 minutes, pull up as many weeds as I can. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to worry about perfection because I didn't do anything in here this year. So just doing something. I'm pulling these out and I'm like, I don't know if these are weeds or not. I think they're weeds. It's okay. For those of you that were going, Amy, you just pulled up the hostas. I know. I moved some over here, put them around my hydrangea, and I know they're just gonna keep coming up, and I know they spread. I need to be better. I need to be better next year, people. Remind me next year when I do my springtime, I go, hey, Amy, pay attention to your garden. So I need to know, like these are gonna come up, will they come up again next year? I don't want that thing in the front there because there's nothing with it. But I need to like spread those out. Maybe this fall, maybe this spring. I don't know, we'll see. But I need to put some more plants up there that are gonna be, you know, just as gigantic as these big giant white things here, because I don't even know what to do with those. I know those will die down, so maybe then I can move them. So I guess I'll just worry about it in the fall. Maybe if they die, maybe through the winter, maybe in the springs, but it's good. I didn't do anything. I didn't do a thing here. So just pulling some weeds out is better than not at all. So I think I'm done. Let me go see what else I gotta do here. I know I gotta move in the garage. That's part of the thing today, but let me go this way. Made it in the garage. This is where I wanted to get today. So it's a disaster. Just stuff being put away. But first thing, I'm gonna get the guinea pigs, slide them out so they can enjoy some fresh air outside today. What I need to do now is pick up the garage. One thing I wanted to share with you, I just did my garage floor. We did the epoxy, awesome, it held up well, but we have car fixing people, car fixing men, and so what happened was brake fluid got on my floor. You can see where brake fluid got. Look at Ruby's dirty bed, it was just washed. It's right where the tires were. So what happened is this floor is great. Like I'll show you the other side. It's perfect. It's not even scraped or anything where none of that chemicals was. This one has brake fluid on it. Right where that was, it ate the paint, bubbled up, and then just kept peeling the paint away. So what we're gonna do, I have to wait till it's dry and not like, you know, humid and all that. We're gonna redo this part. It's so cool because you literally can just paint it, put more chips down, you won't even notice that it's done. And then we are gonna seal this part of this garage, this side, not all of it, because I was like, I don't want to take everything out. We will if we have to, but I'm seeing like nothing wrong on this side. Like this side, I'm looking at right now, there's not a single scrape anywhere. So thinking we're just gonna do this side, but it needs to be done. So wherever there was fluid, it's dirty, is car there, it was right here, and then it was dragged, so it went that way and over there. So that's what happened with the floor. It works amazing. It's this stuff right here. Just don't have anybody, it's this stuff, the epoxy seal, and then here's the chips. it's awesome. But if you are going to have mechanics work in your garage and get, you know, stuff on the floor, you're gonna need to coat it, seal it is what it is, a sealant. And we're gonna get that. We're gonna just do the half of the garage though, instead of doing all of it, because I just don't want to do all that. Maybe I'll get adventurous and do all of it. I just thought, well, let's just do the half where the car is at and where they're working. So the moral of the story is that. So when you see the paint ripped up, you're like, why is it, Amy? It's because, you know, brake fluid got in there and ate it, because it will eat anything. So we're just gonna pick this out of the garage. I'm gonna pick this out of the garage up and do the other side, and then I'm gonna leaf blow it out. I got a new leaf blower. We have a gas one. I, for some reason, cannot start the gas blower. And my dogs go crazy. So, and I also wanted to get one for inside, like on inside. I want to have a leaf blower in my house so I can leaf blow it. No, for the electric to blow out my dryer bits. So we got a couple new tools. I got some tools I'm gonna show you today, because, you know, that's a good thing to share. Leaf blow here, and then I'm gonna go to the shop and Greg's gonna show the other tools and things I had, because you know what, it's all about finding things and finding deals and all those good things. So let me pick this side up and then we'll leaf blow it after. I'm just looking, I'm like, there's so much to do. We took the paneling off over there to reach an outdoor outlet, and then we just never put it back up. So I've got that sitting over there. I put a little, what I'm doing, I don't have my phone with me, so what I'm doing is saying note to self. And so when I'm editing this video, I'm gonna see like, oh, make sure you make a list for someone else to do that. So that's what you do. All right, I'm just getting, see what I got here. Okay, they did some work on their cars, so I'm just organizing some of the tools, putting some more over there because I see they're just getting thrown back in these bins. So just organizing a little bit more. Gross. Okay, this is cleaned up. They're going to be working on their cars this weekend, so I'm not too much. But I have this whole socket set. I never put those away. Now it's something I want to do. So Greg has a child that needs something to do. So I made myself a list on my camera here to remind them to take that and work on getting organized. All right, let's move to the other side of the garage. We're just going to show you what it looks like. This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't step in your garage for a long time. So I'm going to work on it. It is so hot here. The greatest thing I ever did in this garage is get those things up to keep everything off. Those are so good and sturdy. What we did, this is all like decorations and stuff, and there's like extra kids' toys. I finally convinced the boys to take a whole container of Legos out. Still had plenty in their room. That will go up there. And then that one over there, it's got like tarps and tubes on it. That's the junk pile. Like, so my husband likes to keep things. I like to throw away things. So I figured, let's have a junk pile, and if we don't touch that stuff in a year, let's get rid of it, because it's all those things like, oh, like there's a dog kennel cage. Should we hold on to that? I'm not going to get another dog anytime soon. I don't think so, but we have it. There's a bunch of wiring we got for the garage. Will we use it? Maybe one day eventually. There's tubes, there's pool tubes, there's tarps, there's there's things for my car, I see. Mats. Just stuff I stuck up there to go, okay, if we ever use this again, that will be good, but that's good enough. And then I kept the cube shelf over there. That was from the girls' room. I don't know, maybe we'll do some storage in a closet if I had to. So I'm just gonna stick that in the back for if we eventually use it. But what I'm trying to do is get the guinea pig hay is way over there, and it gets like dragged out, and the guinea pigs usually stay over here by the door. So I'm gonna just move it over this way. So I'm doing good. I'm doing really good cleaning things up. I'm gonna leaf blow everything out of here, which is awesome. So, but I have to clean the shelf up a little bit here with some stuff. So let's clean. Done, good enough for me. Like I said, it needs to be washed, all those good things, but I'm just gonna blow it out. So this is probably gonna kill my allergies. I should have took allergy pill before, but I didn't. But we have a gas blower. But if I start that thing up right now, my dogs go crazy, like crazy. So got the electric one that I can do, which is really nice. This is Lithely. Lithely, it's a look at it, it's battery. Like what, yeah, like the way, that's how everything's gotta go. So I blew this in the house for a little bit, and Maxine didn't even go crazy in it. So I'm gonna see how it does with my dogs, but I'm gonna blow all the stuff out of here. I'm gonna see how well I can do. I'll see, I might have to broom it, but it has to get in the corners. You can't get the broom in the corners, so wish me luck with this. Can I say my new favorite toy? It's gonna take me a minute to figure out how to get the blowing correctly, but awesome. And you know what the greatest thing is? Look at my dog is out here. She's not barking. Can you see her? I don't know if I can't see the camera. She's not barking and Ruby's not barking. They usually go crazy when you leaf blow. So this is awesome. Like, this is something I can do, and it's battery, which is even better. So I don't have to worry about, you know, like firing up and it was a start, do all the stuff you have to do. That was amazing, amazing. So I'm gonna keep using it just to see how long it lasts for. There's a turbo button, and I used the turbo and it really shot out. So the great, like, look at, my dog is literally laying here. They always bark at that other thing. So awesome. I've never used an electric one, so maybe this is like how it is. I just don't know, but it's very good. So I'm gonna real quick just spray for some sputters in here so I can be done. And then like my cleaning, I'm like, I blow it and then like one blows backwards and I'm like, I need to get over there and get it all out. So obviously you're not gonna get everything perfectly, but it gets like all the stuff out really well. So if we really want to go with a broom, but I don't. So I'm just gonna spray for spiders in the corners. Okay, so that's, I had to get the guinea pigs in because they were sitting in the sun. So I'm gonna blow this off right here. A lot of dirt on here. Okay, the toolbox down there's gotta go to the shop. So it's sitting there, but it's gotta be delivered. Okay, I had to go to a new battery. Oh my goodness, that is like my new favorite tool is the electric leaf blower. Call me crazy, but I enjoy it. I need to get my grass cut so I can blow like some grass clippings, but I'm just gonna keep blowing and blow, see if I can do the top one, see how it works on a battery charge, just to let you know how it works. And let me keep going. What I'm recognizing is I'm doing the turbo out here and it blows more like a real high, obviously gas powered leaf blowers, but it's still awesome. here, Ruby hates she hates high-pitched noises, freaks out about them. She's not even moving. She doesn't even care, which is awesome. So for me to have these dogs bark like crazy is like great, awesome. Okay, so the cool thing is you can kind of like click it and do it, and then it dies. But you can get a few more puffs out of it before it completely shuts off. So that's awesome. But I got it down the hump so when it rains, it'll wash the rest of it away until I charge this. So my new favorite toy is right here. Yeah, this is my new favorite toy. So I'm gonna charge my battery and then I'll show you inside how the battery charges, but this is amazing. Like amazing. I'm absolutely loving it. So let me go put this back in the garage, shut the garage door, go in because the charger's in the house and show you how it is. Since I'm showing you this, let me show you the charger. Watch this. It's a fan cool charger. So it charges quick. I think it's only an hour that takes to, not even an hour. I'll have to look it up and see how long it takes to charge, but this, it's fan cooled, so how awesome. Okay, I just looked up, it is about an hour. It has a variable speed dial, I didn't even see that. Turbo speed, I just use the turbo speed, so how awesome. All right, I need to get some water because I'm sweating to death. Gotta figure out what I do because I gotta go to the shop today. Here we are, came to the shop, so got done leaf blowing, and then I wanted to show the rest of the tools here that we got.
Oh, because you already did the leaf blower.
Very cool, I told him it's my new favorite tool is the leaf blower.
Yeah, well these are gonna be my new favorite
His new favorite tools. He's been asking me for one. I've had one in my Amazon cart for a long time and I never got it.
Yeah.
So now he's got it. So.
Yeah, we just did an installation where we needed to, all the signs that we do hang from chains. So we try to predetermine the chain length at the shop. Almost never works out just how you want it to in the real world. So a friend of mine that helps me do installs had one of these cordless die grinders, basically a cut-off wheel.
Yeah.
And we were able to, like for the first time ever, handle that right out in the field.
Because normally you have to bring it all the way back.
We'd have to measure.
Drive all the way back.
Yep. You know, usually what we do is we hang it from what we like the predetermined length, but I always leave it a bunch of lengths long, and then in the field we'll move the sign up and down.
Right.
Until it just visually looks perfect, and that always leaves 2 or 3 links hanging. Yeah. You know, so like I said, I was talking to my friend that helps me, and I said, okay, so remember 3 links when we get back to the shop, and so we can cut it, run it through the chop saw, and we can get that perfect. And he's like,
hold on a minute,
dude, check this out.
And he went and got one of these.
So he went to his trunk and he pulled out one of these cordless cutoff wheels, and
Greg owns one now.
Yeah, 3 seconds later we were like all done.
Loving it. So.
Yeah, loving it. So that I've been asking for. And for a really long time, I've been asking for impact wrench.
Yes, because he does everything.
Yeah, like a 1/2-inch drive impact wrench for getting lug nuts on and off.
We were doing we were moving at home. It said like dish off the top of the house.
Well, I mean, just everything.
But that was one, and I remember you're like, babe, if I had that, it'd make it like way easier.
Yep. But the impact wrench, it also has a hammering action to it.
Okay.
So when I'm dealing with suspension components or those super hard to break bolts that just will not budge, where you've got your breaker bar on it, you've got another bar on it, you know, and you're like risking your life to get that bolt free. No. It's nice to have that hammer action to loosen the rust. And that kind of stuff. So
that's a good thing.
Yeah, not so much. You're thinking of like a cordless ratchet. Yeah. But this is an impact. Okay. Where it actually will break, you know, rust loose and dirt and
not
debris.
Work the same way.
It does. It once it's free, yes. It zzz.
Okay.
But you know, when you're trying to get that dude off for the first time, it's okay. You know, it's like actually hammering. Nice. So very cool.
So it's good. So Greg's gonna show you his awesome tools here.
Right, so you get the main tool body in 20 volt lithium ion, and I haven't really. Yeah, so I don't see any brushes on the outside of the unit, so I'm gonna have to assume that it's a servo. It's a servo drive, which, as everybody knows, servo is where it's at nowadays. They last forever. A lot less resistance. With the carbon brushes, you have 2 spring-loaded carbon brushes, you know, that rest on the armature, and that causes drag. So, you know, it severely reduces your battery life. So that's really cool that these are servo drives. So, all right, yeah, you got the main body. Did it come with one battery?
One battery. One
battery, and then you got your battery charger here. You know, of course, everybody knows how those work nowadays. So you got this, and then you've got your guard, and it's got like a little slot milled around the aluminum at the base there. You kind of got to fool with it a little bit to get it just right. But from there, what's nice is it's not like locked into one single position where you're forced to put that guard, you know, where they want it. So if you're in a weird position, you know, you can swing that guard over and kind of move it as you need it.
Nice. So
that's real handy. I like that right away. And then just a tension clamp to hold it. Beautiful. And then it's got a notch in the bottom of the spindle with a notch for your first face plate. So that just locks right in there. And then it came with 2 different wheels to get you started. A bunch of abrasive flap wheels.
That's made with what?
Zirconia.
It's our town.
They probably just pulled these right out of the ground. They're ready to go. And then some metal / stainless cutting wheels, abrasive cutoff wheels. And these are what I really wanted the tool for, is to be able to cut things in the field. So we can do chains. A lot of times on old signs that we're removing, the hardware, you know, I mean, these are old signs. These are 15, 20-year-old signs. So a lot of times we'll, you know, get that wrench on that bolt and, you know, try to cut it loose or whatever, and it's so locked up you can't get the hardware off. You're going to destroy the sign anyways. Most of the time the customer just wants it out of there. So it's nice to be able to have something like this where you can go right after the bolt and, you know, just cut it right in half, and 5 minutes later you got that thing in the truck. So super cool. All right, so we got the flap wheel on. And then it comes with all the stuff that you're used to seeing if you're familiar with these kind of tools. You know, it's got your spanner type nut right in the center there. And it's got a nice little boss on the bottom part that locates your wheel. So it's going to spin nice and centered, which is always nice. All right. And just kind of give that a twist and make sure that it's on that bottom hub. And actually, as I'm doing that, you can see that spanner starting to lock up. It'll grab the spanner and want to tighten it, but it won't kind of tighten it until you get that spanner tool on there. And same deal, like always on rotating tools, you always have the spindle lock, so you can get in there and, you know, tighten that spanner up. A lot of times, the way they're designed when they're spinning is you get that centrifugal force working opposite the way that the nut tightens. So most of the time, if you just grab that wheel and give it a tighten, you know, it'll tighten and be good to go. And something like your cutoff wheels where it's thinner and you could break it, you know, potentially if you're gonna try to cheat like that, you'll want to use the spanner to get it good and tight. Make sure that lock pops off. And there you have it. So it's completely assembled, and then the way the on-off button goes, so you can't accidentally trigger that, you know, like while you're carrying it, or whatever, slice your leg in half. Yeah, it has, the way it works is you have to slide the button to the right and turn that dude on. And then what do we got on the battery here? Okay, so you can push it and it'll actually illuminate and show you at what state of charge you're at.
Nice.
Which is, yeah, that's really handy. Small little plate that I've got that I do most of my TIG welding on, you know, for making small brackets and doing things like that. And this will be amazing for those small brackets as well. You know, once the weld is there, to be able to kind of wipe the welds and clean it up and stuff. But this little base plate, just 1/4 inch thick hot rolled steel I got to weld on. It's, you know, it can accept, I can get little weld blobs on there, a little spatter and stuff like that. But after using it for a little bit, you know, you're always cooling things off when you're welding them and things. So they always get a little bit of rust on them and debris and everything like that here. So I thought this would be a good example to show how you could use the abrasive wheel that they provide you with. All right, let's do it. All right, so as you can see, that handles surface rust, and even the little small weld spatters that I had on there, I mean, it just absolutely ripped it right off. So can you zoom in on this right here? All right, so I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is just where I was TIG welding, and maybe I wanted to practice a steel setting and make sure that I was good on steel. So I just laid a small little bead on there. Well, now if I lay anything on there and it hits it, it's scratching my steel, and it's making this portion of the plate unusable. So let's go ahead and give it something real. And remember, this is not the cutting wheel, it's just the flap wheel, the sanding wheel. So I don't expect that it'll take it all the way off, but let's give it a try and see what it does. Look at that.
You did it, babe.
So that is pretty amazing, right?
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty amazing.
Very cool.
So this is going to be a super beneficial tool for us around here, because we make, not only do we do the signs, but we also make the brackets that hang the signs up and stuff like that. So we are always welding stuff. We're always cutting things off. So this is going to be like super handy to have. So this is the Lively 20 volt 90-degree angle grinder. Well worth it. Check it out. This is the 20 volt I guess that's 4 amp hours Lively 1/2 inch drive impact wrench. So we're going to go ahead and give this a try on the lug nuts from my truck. The hub assembly for my truck is really super heavy, so it's a real high torque spec, you know, and the lug nuts keep those wheels from flying off. So it should be a pretty good test to see if this will spin one of them off. Spin it back on. And then this is a really cool accessory. So this is a really cool feature that I haven't seen on too many of the other cordless tools that I've bought in the past, is a belt clip.
Genius.
Yeah, so super cool. They give you a little screw here, and then that just attaches right there, and you can just hang that dude.
Because every man needs a
impact
wrench hanging from his belt.
It'd be cool if it was a holster where you
awesome,
could like boom, spin it around.
You see a man holding yourself an impact wrench, you know he's a keeper.
Oh yeah. So awesome. So, you know, it's like your typical ratchet. It's got the spring-loaded ball. You know, that'll help to hold your socket in place.
Nice.
And there it is. There it is. Yeah, that's like a major pain in the butt, because they're torqued down so heavy that, you know, sometimes even on a breaker bar, it's like you're putting all that downforce on it, and then when it finally breaks, it's like you jolt your back, you know. And, yeah, many times I've, you know, slipped with the wrench and smacked my knuckles on the ground.
Cut yourself on your spiky tires.
Yeah, yep, cut yourself on the spikes. So if you listen right when I go to take it off, you can hear that impact, you can hear the hammer.
Let's hear it.
And you see a little puff of rust come out of there with it. So very awesome. Cool. Yeah, very, very cool. Watch for the puff. Nice.
So Greg is the master of tools, owns a whole lot of them, has used tons.
Many over the years.
Many over the years, so pretty good. For myself, I was like the battery indicator. That's pretty cool, because you always go to your thing.
Yeah,
like, it's dead.
What is this? What screams awesome at a woman?
Having the battery thing, that's pretty cool. I don't know, belt clips so I can hang that, because I feel like that's 50 pounds on my side. I need to carry more on. Yeah, that's about it, babe.
Did you point out on on the leaf blower charger, how it's got a fan built into the charger.
So if you guys want to get any of these tools, they have a whole website with a ton of other tools. So thank you, Lively, for supplying Greg with some tools.
Thank you very much.
And me, because I've got a new leaf blower, which is awesome.
Man,
I'm giving Greg...
made my life just a little bit easier.
I'm giving Greg the gas one, and I'm using my electric one. He'll be going, and then mine will just shut off, and he'll just keep going.
Well, no. Amy's will be, okay, I'll do the flat deck. And then you'll see me with the grass one, like down the side of the mountain, hanging from a rope.
It's all good. So yes, Greg just said maybe if they had an electric weed whacker.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So we're gonna see.
Because it's such a, I mean, all the kids like doing outdoor chores.
Right.
You know, Jensen loves leaf blower.
Right. All that stuff. So, but it's always.
Jane does the string trimmer and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes when they're, you know, they've been sitting down there and we don't use them all the time. Yeah. Especially after the season, it's like we try to winterize them and, you know, get the stable fuel stuff in and all that kind of stuff.
It's always
it always seems like
it ever starts.
Yeah, a chore to get it started that first time for sure.
And then it's good. So go
that'll
check.
Be awesome.
It'll be good. So check out the website below and check them out and see if you want to get some. So okay. What else?
Hey, thanks for stopping by.
Hey, no, I'm going to stay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get myself, let me show you. The shop is a mess because he's been doing a ton of jobs right now. So he's got the girls over here cleaning, and they're really good organizers. So one is cleaning, or one is painting. The other one's not doing a whole lot. So I thought she really is really good at organizing. So I'm going to get a list. A thorough list right now. I'm going to work in a clockwise pattern around the shop. Yeah, and then she can go through and just mark it down and like, okay, I did this, this, and this. Because if you just send somebody in here, it's like, oh, what do you even pick up? Because there's so much stuff. So then it'll be much more organized.
Yes, the ebb and flow of a shop.
That's a good thing.
Tons of work, and then we hit like a little bit of a lull. And usually we get that 1 or 2 weeks in between where, okay, we can go through and organize the whole shop, get everything ready for the next massive.
Yes, so that's what they're going to do. So I just need to get a list because I can't get over here and do a whole lot most of the time. So.
But what you can do is organize.
Organize this. I know. I was like, do I want to come clean? I'm like, you know, let a child do that. I'll just get a list for him. So
yeah. And the girls, I'm like running around, doing this, doing that, the other thing, and the girls are like, well, what do you want us to do, Dad? I'm like, I don't know, do something.
So now I know. Clean the refrigerator, defrost the refrigerator.
Yeah, and really deep inside, I like to have every single tool organized. I like to have everything, you know, but you get in that rush and
it's a mess.
Getting the work out is more important than having your
organized.
Your hammer sitting in the silhouette of the hammer that you've drawn.
That was my dream at the house. That's all I wanted in the wall. But now I realize, okay, it's not just me doing the tools. There's like multiple people. So
everybody.
You can't.
Yeah, Evan's driving now.
I know.
Yeah.
And he works in there, so I was like, you know what? It's all good. So you just do what you can do. So I'm gonna get my list and go start doing that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start right here in the zone of the most messy, the food zone, and just make a list of things. Basically, like right now, I just want to get a trash can, throw things away, but I'm gonna resist the urge. So like clean microwave.
You stay out of my stuff.
I'm like, where's the trash? No, I'm asking. I'm like, is it okay to throw this away? So like, throw the plastic bin away. There's a quart up there that's old. Throw that away. You know, put those supplies in the cabinet after you clean it. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I was going through his paint cans. He's got a lot he's got to throw away, and I'm like, what do I do? Mark them all? So I'm going to throw some away.
See, this is my strategy. I ask Amy to come over and just take a look and just see, you know, what you could have the girls, maybe give them some advice. And once she's here, she's like, I'll
just do it myself.
I'll do it.
Well, how do you label?
I have the most organized person I've ever met in my entire life.
Get rid of the paint that you've had for 25 years. Get rid of it.
But honey,
you might need it one day.
You might need it one day, and there's like a 1/4 inch at the bottom of the can.
I told him like the shelf at home. I'm like, this is the only shelf that we're holding on to, and if you don't do anything, you're throwing it away. The whole shop needs a shelf.
So I got a 1-year countdown to go get it and hide it somewhere.
We can bring it to the shop. Not bad. Okay, so I went through and I didn't really organize it, but I just kind of went through and emptied the ones that we would pitch and throw away. So then I'll just give her the job of wiping all the inside out. So let's go to the food cupboard, see how long the food's been in there for. This is the fun part. So I'm writing down, so I get to this area and I'm like, what do I even say? I put a big smiley face. I'm like, wood pile, smiley face, take to dumpster, Dad. Because I don't even know, there's just so much. Okay, so I got 4 pages of work to do. So tried to organize it by sections and think most of it was like, check with dad, ask dad, because I don't even know. So, but it's good, at least it's got him started something. So I'm going to, I told him, I said, I was gonna do it like on the phone, like on that notes app that I use, and then he could, you know, transfer to his phone. But I was like thinking, then he'll have to have his phone out, blah, blah, blah. So I did paper. I said, but be careful, because they'll cross it off and they'll throw the paper away, and then you're never gonna know what they do. So the best thing for kids is like, okay, do this first section and then like have the parent go check the job. So that's what we're gonna do. So I brought a little metal thing right here. So look at that. I hope this is metal. Oh, it's not. Oh, I thought this was gonna be metal.
No.
Babe.
Right, magnetize it right to the shelf.
Sorry, I was gonna be all cool there. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's the list. That'll be the list. So I'm gonna leave that with him. I got a full trash can of trash, so that makes me feel like I did something accomplished. And Greg's left here to paint.
Let me,
so
let me guess, you're gonna leave the full trash bag for me.
Pretty much, it's really heavy. So he's painting away here. So this looks really good here. So
well, this one's gonna be cool because it's got like a little farm.
In the middle?
What would you call that? Like a
sawmill.
Yeah, like a sawmill, water wheel kind of thing.
Looking good. So
it'll be pretty.
I'm gonna leave him with that. So
thank you for coming.
No problem. Now I got a list for you at least. So I'll see you. Bye.
I appreciate your skilled brain.
You're welcome. So I'm home now. Look at this is dinner. Look, it's gonna be delicious. Look at that. Oh yeah, jambalaya. Delicious. Try bite. It's so good. All right. So what I'm gonna do is be done with today's video because I'm gonna edit now. It's gonna take me a few hours. Here goes my door to get things done, but I'm finished. It was a good working day today. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember, you are designed, created, and selected by God to do great, wonderful things. So I'm gonna see you guys again tomorrow with another video. It's Gather Your Fragment Friday, so we're gonna do some cooking. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.